I told my son he doesn't have to knock at his own house. My son Tyler just turned 16 last month, and my ex's dad gave him this old Honda Civic as a birthday present. Before that, we had this whole custody schedule worked out where he'd go back and forth between my house and his dad's house. But now that Tyler can drive himself, he just shows up wherever he wants. Like, he'll decide after school that he wants to stay at his dad's place, so he just drives there. Or he'll spend 3 nights at my house instead of the usual 2. His dad and I are both totally fine with it because we'd rather have Tyler choose where he wants to be than force him to follow some schedule he hates. My husband Brian has been getting more and more annoyed about it though. He keeps complaining that Tyler just walks in whenever he feels like it without any warning. The thing that really bugs Brian is that Tyler doesn't knock before coming inside. I told Brian that was ridiculous. People don't knock at their own houses. Only guests knock. Tyler lives here. This is his home. We had this whole argument about it in the kitchen one night while Tyler was at his dad's place. Brian said it was disrespectful and that Tyler should at least text before showing up. I said that was treating our son like a visitor instead of family. We dropped it, but I could tell Brian was still annoyed. Yesterday, Tyler drove straight to our house after school like he always does. He came through the front door with his backpack and walked into the living room. My stepdaughter Lily was sitting on the couch watching TV. When the door opened, she let out this loud yelp. Lily is autistic and sometimes she reacts to sudden noises when she's not expecting them. It's just something she does. The door closing, someone dropping something, whatever. She yelps and then she's totally fine 2 seconds later. Brian was in the kitchen and heard Lily yelp. He immediately rushed into the living room and saw Tyler standing there looking confused. Brian pointed at him and goes, "See, this is exactly why you need to knock. You're scaring your sister." Tyler texted me about it later because he felt bad. He said he didn't mean to startle Lily and asked if he should start knocking. I was so angry when I read that text. I came home from work and found Brian in the garage. I told him that Tyler doesn't have to knock at his own house and that he needs to stop making him feel like a guest. Brian got defensive and said I was undermining his authority as a step-parent. He kept saying that he was just thinking about Lily's comfort and that Tyler should be more considerate. I said Lily was fine. She reacts to sudden noises all the time. She yelps when the microwave beeps. She yelps when someone flushes the toilet upstairs. It has nothing to do with Tyler specifically. Brian said I was being dismissive of his concerns and his daughter's needs. I told him he was making Tyler feel unwelcome in his own home just because he married me. That's when things got really bad. My younger son Mason is 9 and he's Brian's biological kid. He'd been listening to us argue from the hallway. He came into the garage with tears in his eyes and asked me if his dad hates his big brother. I just stood there frozen because I didn't know what to say. Brian looked like someone had punched him in the stomach. Mason said his dad is always mad when Tyler comes over and that Tyler never wants to hang out anymore. Brian tried to explain that he doesn't hate Tyler, but Mason ran upstairs crying. Now Tyler has been staying at his dad's house for 4 days straight. He won't answer my calls and only responds to my texts with one-word answers. Brian is furious with me for not backing him up about the knocking thing. He says I'm choosing Tyler over our blended family and making him look like the bad guy. Lily asked me yesterday why Tyler doesn't come here anymore and I had no idea what to tell her.